Hi, my name is Argentarius, and we're playing Citizen Sleeper 2. Uh, this is a game that we just started, and in the previous episode, what we did was we woke up, and this person named Lane, who was apparently controlling us, uh, wanted to do something nefarious with us or get us back under his control. And Seraphin came to the rescue, disconnected us from these cables and things we were connected to, and we ran to our ship called the Rig. So we just got here to Hexport. Let's have a look around. Okay. In Citizen Sleeper 2, you perform actions by assigning action dice to. The higher the dice you assign, the more likely you will succeed at an action. But your dice will be modified by your skill. Your skill modifier for the action is displayed on the right. Okay. And will reduce or increase the value of the dice assigned to the action. Like skill checks, dice actions have 3 outcomes: positive, negative, neutral. Each action is also rated safe, risky, or dangerous based on the outcomes it has. Ooh, okay. The more dangerous an outcome is, the more significant both its rewards and consequences. Makes sense. For more information on dice action, check the guide. Okay. Let's see, controls. You use A and the pad to select the dice you wish to use. Item actions assign the correct automatically. Okay. Ooh, okay. So I can chat with crews. That uses engage. Okay. There are plenty of crews milling around the docks and moving cargo. They could be a good source of information. So that's risky. Explore the docks. Export's docks are a dizzying mess of braided cables and flickering signage filled with busy spacers. Exploring is both thrilling and intimidating. Oof. Maybe do... Whoa, wait a minute. So if I hit this one, I can assign it by higher dice? Maybe? Oh, okay. So that's a 25% positive, 50% neutral, 25% negative. If I use a lower dice, then it's like no positive, but 50% negative. All right, let's check over on this one. Chat to the crews. Okay, similar. Oh, okay. So the 4 or 3 actually have something that basically give me some chance of positive outcome. Oh gosh. uh, let's maybe chat with the crew. Use this one. Ooh. Oh, okay. You just progressed a clock. Clocks track your progress towards both positive and negative events. Can be... Oh, that was too fast. How do I get that? I see the log. Maybe L? Oh, how do I get back to that? Okay. Well, um, okay. What if we explore the docks? Sure. I'll take that risk. Oh, new location discovered. Export expert. That sounded positive. Okay. Either neutral or negative. Um, did it say how I gain more dice? Cycles and energy. Welcome to cycle. You perform actions using your action. Cycles can be ended at the rig. Okay, so when I'm done, I go into the rig. Ending the cycle will re-roll any used or unused dice. Okay. You can do this at any time. Each cycle passes, you will use one energy. I'm guessing energy is replenished with food. Take a look at that. Because I noticed when we did an action, got some of our energy got taken down. Dice are rolled at the start of the cycle. They may take damage due to your current level of stress. Ooh. Each cycle that passes, you will use one energy, and each cycle clock will progress one segment. If you have no energy and starving, you'll also gain one stress. Okay, so stress is bad. You regain energy by eating. Okay, good. All right. So I think we've done what we can here. Steve? Ah. Aha, the Benz. A chaotic dockside bar. What can we do here? Here you can eat in exchange for cryo. Eating gives you energy. Stops you from starving. Different foods give you different amounts of it. Okay. So I can literally gamble in this game. I'll play Star in Stoker. Risky. What are my chances? Probably not good. Okay. I have 24 credits. Let me hit Y and see what's down here. Okay. No fuel. The currency is a cryptocurrency stored in air-walled sticks of memory known as chits. That's interesting. Okay, air wall means, or like, I'm assuming it's like air gapped. There is no connection to another, like, another computer or another networked thing. So basically, it's just your physical. It's basically like paper money, essentially, is what they're. That's funny. It's cryptocurrency, is what they're saying it is, but it's maybe there is a chip on it, something like that, but it's not networked. Interesting. Supplies: food, water, basic materials, packed and sealed for 0 G use. Okay, so not something I could consume here. Oh, whoops. Not mean. Okay, so our uh, buy a Ben's fry, a plastic bag of flash fried salt flecked tubers. The bends fry brings spacers back to the scattered tables of the bar, cycle after cycle. Okay. Does it give me a indication of how much energy it would give me? How do I see my energy? Press the R button. Okay. This is my character screen, where you can upgrade and configure your sleeper. On the left, you can upgrade your skills to improve your skill modifier applied to your dice undertake action. To the right, you can upgrade push, unique ability of the class. When upgrading your push, only one upgrade at each level can be active at once. Figure which upgrade is active only while at the club. Ooh. No dice damage on push. Points of. I select? No. Okay, can't really do anything there. Well, the goods. Let's see what's in here. Trade scrap. Not an engineer. So I don't think I should do that one. Ah, okay, so I see the symbol is crossed out. And I get like minus minus to it. So that's probably not a good thing to do. Impress the brokers. The data brokers are at the heart of the exchange. They show off their knowledge by discussing decryption. Maybe if you can talk the talk. Well, you see here about decryption. Let's see how much chance we have. Ooh, we have a little bit of a chance because my modifier ups it to a 3. Oh, and the dice changes to a 3, so it was a 2. And here, now it's a 3. Okay. So I get a +1. Okay, let's try that. Aha! I don't know what that neutral outcome. Try it again. Working. Neutral outcome. New location discovered. What did we discover? Trade hall. Okay, so I can buy fuel, fill fuel. Oh, buy supplies. Okay, so supplies are for out in space. Right. Well, that's cool. Oh. Yeah, let's try buying one of these, the Ben's fry. Tell me. Nope. +2 energy. Oh, okay. So I just saw the bar go up in the up there. So that gave me +2. So I had 1 energy. Now I have 3 bars up there. Okay, underneath my. You squeeze your bag and crunch a handful of crisps and greasy radishes. Potatoes, not bad at all. Action. It is repeatable. Alright, so let's go here. I'm going to use my last dice. Work, work, work. Neutral outcome. You try to advise a broker on ways used all your dice. Go to the... Alright. You try to advise a broker on ways to break open Solheim data caches, and they seem vague. Alright. Well, let's rig. Right. The rig is your ship and home in the Starward Belt. While the rig is docked at a hub, there are multiple areas you can bunks, use dice to reduce stress. The galley, use supplies to regain energy. Other locations will unlock play. While the rig is in dock hub, your crew will also help to gather resources to contribute to the upkeep of the ship. You can choose which resources they should focus on through tab left. They have a random chance at acquiring it at the beginning of the cycle. Whoops, did I have told Seraphin what to do? The clock is you will progress towards an event. Okay. Okay. Bunks. That, okay. How? Okay, it looks like Seraphin is trying to get cryo. So if I press Z, no? Oh, Z. Ah, scavenge for fuel. Or find supplies. Well, I don't think I have... I don't think we have a source for income just yet, but I wonder if I might be able to... use my intuition to get us some credits. So maybe I'll have Seraphin get us some fuel and look into credits. What happens if I go here? Rest and recover. This will help you reduce stress. Not on a contract. Oh, so it takes dice. What if it... Oh, that's... Okay, so that takes supplies. Okay, so this allows you to use your supplies for energy. How do I advance? Oh, do I hit the minus button? Is that what it's telling us? End cycle. Oh. Ah, okay, so I select that up top. Got it. Funny being all yellow and not quite realizing the yellow things on the interface are the things that are being, that I'm selecting. Ooh. Oh, so it takes 1 energy when you make the cycle happen. It takes away. We're in trouble, sleeper. Oh no. Seraphin leans into the bunks. Without further explanation, he disappears down the corridor towards the rear of the ship. You drift out into the passage, pulling on your clothes, and glide down the length of the rig, the cool air making you shiver. Seraphin is a silhouette, silently leading the way. He stops at the far end, diverting through a side door, shooting you a glance as he does. You find Seraphin inside, holding one of a tangle of arm-thick tubes that are waving in the zero-G engine room. You know what these are? Fuel pipes? Seraphin shrugs. Close enough. These are the engine's fuel lines, or feed lines. He waves one in the air, and before you ask, no, they aren't supposed to be waggling loose. What happened? I'm not gonna say, what did you do? I'm not gonna start by blaming the only person who is trying to help me. These must have broken loose when we pushed the ship hard on our way dark side. He looks at the mess. We are lucky the reserve tank is empty, otherwise, shakes his head, would have been bad. Oof. But he pushes the pipe to the side. No feed from the reserve tank means that the rig's range is limited to the local region only. He thumps a large lumpen housing of the engine. This thing can't take us anywhere far. So we fix it? I'm not an engineer. Seraphin sighs. That's the short of it. Seraphin whacks the engine housing harder this time. It's not been our run of the luck. He turns and starts gathering the tangled feed lines, his frustration evident in the violence of his movement. We will need a new set of these, that's for sure. Starts forcing them into crate. So, how about you try to track them down? I'll take a look at things here and see if I can figure out another fix for the reserve tank. He glances up from his work. From what I've heard on Hexport, Factory Row is the place to find ship fitters. Maybe you can do some recon while I sort this place out? On the other end of the station. Okay, I'll take a look. Seraphin keeps working. Wait, Seraphin pauses, seemingly unsure. There's something else. He drops the feed lines and float, waving, air like tubular seaweed. I've heard word that Lane's on the hunt. He frowned. The message went out everywhere. Local radio, dark side. He's looking for us. And we can't leave. Exactly, Seraphin sighs, which is why we need those feed lines. I'm going to try to work something out. Maybe I can improvise a solution. I don't know. I'm no shoplifter. But while I do, you go hunting. See what you can turn up, okay? He smiles a weak smile. Get going. You leave the engine room, the clanking sound of Seraphin's cleanup efforts echoing the ship. Fuel, feed lines, that's the... You take a deep breath and... Okay. You have discovered a drive. Drives? Okay, I'm guessing it's a goal. Drives help you track and choose your objective in Citizen Sleep 2. The arrow button on the top left opens the drive menu, where you can choose which drive to track. Once a drive is tracked, a yellow marker will be placed above any location that relates to that drive. Drive come in two types, major and minor. On completion, a major drive 2 upgrade points, minor reward. Keep an eye on the drive menu as you press to see what new opportunities are available. Track those you want. Yep, that sounds pretty much like a goal. Yep, escape Hexport. Major, Lane is hunting you. Hexport isn't far from Darkside. Refuel, repair, and find what you need, and then leave before he finds you. Oh, yes, find a ship fitter. Toggle tracking. So there's one little red tick in that circle on the rig. I'm assuming that's time limit. So factory row. I have some really high dice, so maybe I should see what I can do here. Search the row. All materials. Okay. So I get like -2 to haul material. Filled with workers hauling material through the G. Helping might win you some fans among the fact. Well, I unfortunately do not have endure. Search the row. The factory owners of the row speak mostly in terms of supply and demand, but going door to door might help you find the ship fitter you. Okay. If I do this. 50% positive. Okay, I like those odds. Trusted supplier, new location discovered. Nice. The Hexport factories are picky about who they work with. Trust is the key currency if you want to find a ship fitter. You joust a little around scrap contracts, and the factory owners respond well to the haggling, eager to meet your challenges. Alright, let's maybe put a medium dice in there. Yeah, I know there's a little bit of a potential for negative, but, well, let me see what's here. The new place. Okay. Data defusal ship. All scrapyards have paid data defusal to offer. Old tech tends to be laced with protocols and countermeasures. Disabling. Hey, that sounds like a job I can do. Ooh, sell raw scrap. Triple S is constantly processing scrap. They'll pay good money. I don't think I have scrapyard shift. Triple S, unknown locally, chaotic and slightly terrifying scrap. I get -2 to that. How about what if I put my best if I put my best dice there, I get 100% positive. I'll try this. Aha, positive outcome. Ooh, I got some money. Alright. Which is good because I think to get some food. I'm gonna... It's the only place I know. It's fast food. But it's the only place I know on this station. Okay. +2 energy. Alright, so what do I need? Search the row. I'm going to use another good dice here. Negative outcome. But I did get a trusted supplier. You ramble through some attempts to discuss scrap claims nearby, but the mood sours fast and you leave feeling under threat. Ooh, that's not good. Alright, let's use my good dice. Aha! Oh, neutral outcome. Dang. You have a little trust with the factories now. The trick's not to waste. Oh. Export. Busy industrial station. Factory row. Factory row howl glide through its cramped passages. Whatever its many bays and rooms once were, they now serve as containers for industry of any kind. Of every kind. Whirring manufactories precisely engineer components with rapidly shifting arms, while scrappers hammer incessantly bent tip plates. Everywhere you look, there is energy, activity, good reason. Export itself is built on the derelict fragment of a solar reflector, and even the small amount of energy generated by its training mirror is enough to power a city of machines. It is familiar to you, of course, in a strange, far-off way because of Dark Side. That place, and your memories are a muddy haze, but it is hard to forget the glint of its hexagonal reflector, 10 or 20 times more in number than Hexport, and that wild flickering city growing on their back like a... In comparison, Hexport feels provincial, but deep in Factory Row you could almost be back at Darkside. And then you see them, tubes, just like those Seraphin had waved in your face, the feed line. Nice. You push over to the display window of the unit marked Karsten's Supply, block capitals cut from whole plate. There, amongst an angled shelf of oversized chip components, sit the feed line, like some large biomechanical tangle of snakes. You slip inside, where the sound of Factory Row is a little screening, and spot a large figure working the bench. Hunched over, concentrating, it seems he doesn't notice you enter. Hello? Oh, Karsten. Intimidating. Shipfitter. Yeah, it's got some big arms. A sharp eye glints as the figure looks over him. Can I help you? His accent is heavy, but unknown to you. Those feed lines, how much? Or place you have. Which should I do? I'm going to guess that he's wants to go right to the point, or should... Yeah, I'm going to guess this one. There's a sharp clink as Karsten places tools and the component against a magnetic plate on them. He turns with surprising grace and begins cleaning his hands on a cloth. Those sharp eyes. Karsten's thick-set features do not betray the results of his assessment. Custom built those for a client that never collected. Ah. He looks at his hands while he speaks, checking for stray oil stains. You have one of the old MEVs? He sounds out... Oh, MEVs? He sounds out the letters in a way you don't recognize. Speaks. You try to recall anything you know about your ship, but the memories elude you. Perhaps Seraphin come along? I think so. Karsten squints a little. Right. Look, Karsten shifts over to where you are standing, his imposing height evident. For a fellow enthusiast like you, he continues, in distinctive monotone, let's say a few hundred cryo, clean chits. He shoots a glance at the feed line. 400, let's say, to be precise. I don't have 400. Karsten looks at you up and down, sniffs. It's expensive, I know. It's a shame, but it's just what they are worth. He screws up his mouth a little to something that might be a smile. However, I'm more of the bartering type myself. Barter sounds good. Karsten nods sagely. There's a little favor I need a crew for, and well, you look like you might be a good fit. He tucks the cloth away in a pocket in Klass's hand. I know of an old Solheim wreck. They're very old. Pre-collapse. Ooh. What is the collapse? It's tucked away in a dead zone, so no one has ever really cut it. Drugs. Not only that, but Solheim derelicts have a habit of triggering nasty security protocols when approached by an unfamiliar ship that has been left well alone. But a salvager like you, an old Solheim rig, I bet it wouldn't even flinch with all you coming. I have a special interest. I have a few of those too. A need for that old tech. All those Solheim ships had a data core. While I don't care about the accounting reports or material ledgers or whatever they kept, the thing, I do care about the hardware. So, I was to find you back here with that data core in your cargo hold, clean cut and complete. Well then, I could see my way doing a straight barter for those feed line. Karsten pauses, sniffs at the air again. You'd just need the coordinate. Huh. Why do you want it? Well, he did say that he has a special interest in older tech. Or simple as that? Simple as that. Simple as that, he repeats in his monotone way. So, you interested? He glanced back at his watch. Because I'm a busy man. Sure, I'll do it. All right then. He holds out a heavy hand for you to shake. And as you automatically reach out, grabs your forearm instead. One of those shapes. Karsten pulls you closer, squeezing your arm. Let's keep this one between us, alright? Uh-oh. Maybe I should have asked him why he wants it. Maybe it's more than just an interest or hobby. He half smiles, his face huge and close. It's our deal. Before you can respond, he thumbs a little drive into your palm. Those coordinates. And then he lets go of your arm with what you swear is a wink. You take a moment to gather yourself, and by the time you do, a whirring fills the air, Karsten having returned to his workbench. You turn and glide out of Karsten's supply with a growing mix of anxiety and excitement in the pit of your stomach and the cacophony of Factory Row in your ear. A contract. Seraphin might be impressed. Look at the drive in your palm and smile. It could be the route out. Think of leaving the place behind in possession. Proved ship, too. Suddenly, a small but firm hand falls on your back. Equally small voice coming with it. Hey, wait up. Junie, secretive data extractor. Isn't that my job? We'll see. You turn in the passage to see a young woman, her hair waving from the rapid glide she clearly just came out of to catch you. She steadies herself, using her shoulder. Sorry. She smiles a quick and flat smile. Wanted to catch you. Well, you have. And I think it's interesting, the physics of 0G is that, if you are continuing, you're not going to stop. So likely if you're trying to catch someone, going fast, you're going to hit them or you're going to collide with them with quite a bit of velocity there. Unless you use something to brake, like grabbing onto something. Junie. Her dark eyes flick around nervously. You notice the portable terminal. Something data scrapers call a deck. And her backpack full of components, trailing wires. I think I've seen something. They make little devices that are based on like Raspberry Pis or something like that are kind of like what they're describing here. Deck. What's up? Well, I think it's I don't know. So what's up? Karsten, he starts, still catching her breath. He sent me to grab you. Smiles that flat smile. Wants me to come with you on that job. Ah. Her eyes shoot down to the drive in the palm of your smiles. Why didn't you tell me? He glances back towards Karsten. I guess you forgot? He does that sometimes. He looks sheepishly at you. He just grabbed me after you two were doing talking. He just grabbed me after you two were done talking. Karsten's always sending me like this. I guess he wants me to help you out. Keep an eye on things. Pauses. I can be pretty helpful. So, she looks around the passage. Could I meet you at your ship? And you can tell me when we're ready to go? Sure, let's add more crew. Okay, great. Her eyes light up. Notices she still has her hand on your shoulder and takes it off. Junie pushes off and waits. Looking forward to working with you, she calls back as her thought. What about the ship? Oh, I'll find it, she calls back, and then disappears down the passage. How sprightly and whimsical. You watch her go, glad of the contract, but nervous, too. Will Karsten keep up his side of the bargain if you do her? I certainly hope so. I don't know about this, sir. Seraphin looked nervously out the rig's windows as you finish explaining Karsten, as well as Junie's offer to help. If this job was easy, Karsten would have done it himself already. Yeah, that's true. That means there's a catch. He frowns at the stars. And there's definitely something going on with this Junie girl. She would be useful. I'll vouch for her. No doubt, Seraphin fixes it. And we desperately need help on a job like this. What if, Seraphin narrows his eyes, we could get the cryo together by the feed line? Is that even possible? Like to get 400? I found a contract forward at the exchange. Further in-state. Gestures towards export. We take on a job, we might get us some of the way towards buying those feed lots. Plus, even if we do want to take Karsten's job, a bit of money to ourselves, a bit of money to get ourselves prepared wouldn't be a bad idea. Fill up on fuel, supplies, be ready for when it comes. Yeah, but do we have the time? Probably not. But without cryo or fuel, and supplies, we aren't going anywhere. Seraphin sighs. Take a look at that contract board, see what you think. While you're at it, you might want to see if you can scare up some freelance crew too. That's a weird way to put it. Scare up some freelance crew. Like, intimidate them into being your crew? I don't want to start a crew like that. Seraphin shrugs. Many hands make light work and all that. Or, stop messing around. We take Carson's job right now. Get it done before he can think twice. Seraphin yells. Seems like a whole set of bad options. Either way, I've still got work to do on the drive. Seraphin nods a farewell. Heading back to the engine room. Let me know what you decide. For a moment, you pause, letting the haze of plans and ideas settle in. Suddenly, you curl up, pain shooting along your spine. You grit your teeth, muscles lock tight. Vision narrows as you squeeze your eyes shut. You feel a shift, as if some connection is broken. It's almost impossible to describe. Like you are floating away from your body, dispersing, dissolving. There is nothing familiar in the pain, nothing to hold on to. You grit your teeth. Oh, that's not good. And then another shift comes and you are back in your body, trembling against the metal wall of the passage. The pain slowly fades, becoming a pulsing throb, and then a residual flicker. You flex it, stretching out the tension. Do we have chronic pain and this is a weird flare-up? There's a strange sensation, distance that persists beyond the pain, a disconnection between your body and yourself. A flickering numbness uses speed. Yeah, if you have something pinching your nerve, you'll get numbness and feel a bit disconnected sometimes. You wonder if the reboot has done something to the body. I would say that's a safe bet, yeah. Or if this is some new sensation you have to live with indefinitely. Oh, good question. I mean, it could be both. It strikes you that you know so little about the body that houses you. It could be moments away from collapse, or it might preserve for countless cycles like. Yeah, actually, if you have chronic pain, one of the scary things is that, you know, sometimes that pain can increase, and you don't know if it's something you should worry about, because you'll have flare-ups, or if, like, what I tend to feel is that, you know, when you have chronic pain, you get good at, like, ignoring it, but then if something new comes up, since you're already ignoring so much pain, you might not notice other things because your default is to ignore it, right? And that can be unfortunate if it is something you need to pay attention to and talk to a doctor. So it's one of those things where, and so I definitely, yeah, if you wake up not having memory of, like, how it works, what is its normal, what is its baseline, that's kind of that's tough. You try to shake off the feeling, pushing your hands against each other until they feel like they are yours again. Oh, good thing to kind of ground. Time is the only thing you. Right now, it feels like it's running out fast. You head for the airlock. You have work to do. Always working. Okay, you unlocked a contract. Open the map screen. Okay, map is X. All this other flashing stuff too. Okay, that's Karsten's supply. I'm just checking to see what new has popped up. Okay, that's a contract board that Seraphin talked about. We have 3 energy. Let me pull up the... Whoa. Contracts are high risk, high reward jobs that you and your crew can take on. Contracts require preparation and care to succeed. You'll need to gather enough fuel to travel, gather as many supplies as you can afford, keep you and your crew going, look for opportunities to recruit crew temporarily or permanently to help you with the contract. Consider which crew to take carefully, have different skills and stress resistance, and who you choose can affect the story. Once you are ready, select the contract map crew to proceed. Okay. I like that we can see like little blips stuff here. Oh. I wonder, are they all like the circles that are grayed out are stations or something of note? Asteroids, because we are in the belt. Oh hi. HS-22, a rusting hulk pre-collapse. Karsten is offering you to trade barter. So it's going to take 3 fuel to get. But how do we get back? Because we only have 5 fuel. Is it going to cost us to get there and get back, or is this -3 for a round trip? I highly suspect we're going to need someone who's good with hardware, so that engineering, and we might need someone who's really good at engineering things. So he did mention something about security protocols. So I wonder, yeah, that's why I think I operator good with interface, right? Let's see what we can do here. I say probably hit up the contract board a little bit and see what we can get money-wise. I have to buy a contract? What? Station management have located Conway. They're concerned to see one close, and are looking for someone to disable the source. This open contract for Hexport requires a fee to be paid. Coordinate job. I know it's only 10, but gosh. All right. I have a lot of options. I have one action. 3 energy. I think I'm gonna pause it here. Let me see if so it auto saved. Should be good. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna pause it here, and thank you very much for joining me again. I hope to see you in the next video. What do you think of this game so far? And actually, what choice do you think I should in terms of what I should do next? Should I try and get more crew? Should I try and do some other work, or should I just go for the contract right away to get that data core? It looks like we might have some time, but time is not on our side. If you liked this video, please press the like button. If you want to watch the next one, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you later.